Well, folks, this is the part 3 of my 14.2 mile mark video. Again, this is this wonderful area to the north of North Shore Road in Lake Mead Recreation Area. Again, we're looking north, and here's North Shore Road looking east. What I want to do in this video is continue with the examination of this Chinle Formation from the east side of it. And so we'll just walk down here. There's a place where you can climb over and get up into this area and then go into the back area of that Shrimp Formation up there, that long dark brownish formation. But this is interesting. This white material probably has a lot of gypsum in it. But anyway, we'll go up here. Another fascinating part of the story, and again, I'm a beginner, I might be misinterpreting things, but this material over here looks like that shrimp material. Might actually be part of it. It's somehow separated from it over there, possibly. But what's interesting about this material is that in my 14.5 mile video, like a third of a mile up the road, we're looking east, it looks like the same material, but right above it is this this quaternary deposits. And in my opinion, because it's so brittle, looks like it was deposited within the last 8,000 years or so, maybe 10,000 or 15 or whatever. But if this is actually that Shrimp Formation here, and it is the same thing down there, I mean, it's almost roughly 200 million years of deposition has disappeared. To have an 8,000-year-old horizontal formation directly on top of a formation that's well over 200 million years, you know, all of that material has in between has been eroded away. But you can look and see this is that it's a conglomerate material. And up here, the pebble sizes are even larger up here. Yeah, this is quite larger, like an inch in diameter, this material here. Oops. Let me get a little closer look at that. Yeah, that's pretty neat stuff through here. Okay, now that's south, looking into the sun. We're looking west now. Now let's go over here, get back on track of what I wanted to do in this video. This is the part 3 video. And here's the trail that goes on the east side. About 10 or 15 feet walk up there. Well, folks, this is this, here we're in the Triassic period, and this dark brown formation that extends over there, then all the way back over there. That's the Chinle Formation, the Shrimp member. It's a conglomerate, and we're talking some 225 million years ago when this was deposited. They say all the Shinle formations are river deposits, but this clearly has been tilted. I'm guessing that's it's in a vertical position, but obviously when it's deposited, it's in a horizontal position. But we'll walk over here and get a closer look at this. Pretty fascinating formation. And there's just thousands and thousands of rock fragments around here. I mean, if you looking down, it's just as much fun as looking up at all the beautiful mountains and what have you. But there's just all kinds of rock fragment and examples through here. Walk up to the edge of this. There's a gully about 30 feet deep down there. But just looking at this wall here is simply incredible. Okay, this is the Shinle Formation Shrimp conglomerate exposed along North Shore Road here. It's interesting when you look up, pan over here to the north, you see it up there. You know, it's a good 50 to 100 feet from this, where it is here. Somehow there's been some movement to push that section over there in that direction. But here's another view of this petrified forest member of the Shinle Formation. But it is rather fascinating. You have the purples here, and then you have this white sandstone, and then above it, about 30 or 40 feet to the north, is that Shrimp conglomerate up there. And again, you see it again along the road here. How did it get that separation is pretty interesting. Okay, getting closer to a side view. This is the Triassic period, 225 or whatever million years ago. This formation was laid down. It's the Shinle Formation. And what you're seeing here is within the Shrimp member. It's a conglomerate. Let's walk over here, get a view. The rocks through here are extremely large. It's a challenge to get through all this. But anyway, all right, there's a side view. It's tilted just ever so slightly, but it just runs further over there and down. Pretty incredible. Here's a closer view from the back side. the Chinook member of the Chanel Formation. Okay, what I want to do on this part of the hike is go and look at this a little closer on the back side and see what's back here. Again, this is north of North Shore Road. What I'm gonna have to do is walk up here a bit. This little gully down here. If I walk back here, it flattens out and make it easy to cross over, and then walk back over here and look at the back side of this. Again, that's looking west, westerly direction there. Okay, made it through this little gully here. That was easy. Now let's walk over to this area here. Sort of pan in this direction out of the sun. Yeah, it looks nice and easy through here. Just tons and tons of rock fragments. If you're building a rock collection and wanting to get into the story behind so much of this, you would be right in here. You could easily start your collection through here. Okay, come up here. Again, I don't want to really point into the sun. But so much of this debris here is coming from this Shurump Formation here. Keep walking up this. Here's some more of the fragments from the wall up here. I don't think I'll hike way up there, but on the other side of the again, on the other side of this Shurump member here, you have a lot of the debris from that's fallen down from up there. But if the ground is getting younger in this northerly direction, the deposits, then it makes you wonder what this red strata through here is. And then my limited literature exploration, there's an upper red member And as you start getting into younger and younger Triassic rocks, you start going into the Jurassic period. And there's could this be some this so-called upper red member that is at the very upper end of the Triassic and the bottom of the Jurassic? Let me say that again if I got that screwed up. It's the youngest, most upper part of the Triassic, approaching that, and now you're going into this, I guess, a no man's land, where you're just beginning the Jurassic period, Triassic and Jurassic periods. So, and I'm just wondering if this could be the upper red zone through here, because all this stuff over here is red. But this debris field through here shows a lot of fragments coming from this Shrimp member here. Walk over here for a little bit. The debris is so rough through here, it's just pointless trying to walk through all of that. There's that upper red member. Supposedly I'm interpreting that correctly. But let's just walk along this ridge here. Now we're looking sort of east here, and down there is North Shore Road. This is the so-called east side of this 4.2 mile mark video. If we can get down here and look at this wall here. When I first came out here back in the mid-'80s as an adult, I thought this was a volcanic dike, just looking at it from the highway, because it had that look of a dike that's been the surrounding country, rock and sedimentary material had eroded away and formed this wall, distinctive looking wall here. But it's not igneous. It's definitely that Shrimp member conglomerate. And there's, not getting into the sun too much, there it is, the back side of it here. Let's walk down here. This debris field is just loaded with there's beasts. Look at that. There's a big chunk here. And let's keep walking over here up to the top up here. This is a little easy area through here. It's getting really rough through here. But anyway, here's the top of this ledge here. Just goes further up there. And down there's that valley, deep valley down there. You know, it's quite a ways. And then my truck is over there on North Shore Road. But here's this, see if I can get up here, get a view of this. There's a big piece that's about to come crashing down one day. There it extends in the easterly direction. All these little fragments are here. But this big one here is about to come crashing down. The one next to it, at some point, you can see it's just being held ever so weakly through there. Again, this is looking east. This is sort of a southerly look. Pan, nice slow pan before I finish this. And again, this is the north side of this shrimp member wall here. Beautiful example. It's almost like it could be a mini hogback, you know, where you have this tilted strata, and on this side is a very steep eroded area, and then on the back side is where you still have all this debris here that's slowly eroding away, exposing this dipping strata here. I think that's the way you could interpret that. Maybe a hogback has to be incredibly huge to be a hogback, but that looks like a mini version of a hogback, maybe. Anyway, I'm gonna start heading back. Okay, this is again, we're still in the Triassic period. From the 208 million to 245 or 48 or 50 million years ago. This, what we're looking at right here, is the Shinley Formation of the Triassic. And you notice it's kind of a purplish color here, and then this whiter color here. This is the petrified forest member of the Shinley Formation, and pretty fascinating. It all seems, you know, all these layers and members obviously are going to be deposited horizontally, but you can see, because of this area with all the faulting, they're tilted in this kind of an angle here, which makes it very interesting. Hopefully I'm interpreting all this correctly. But my understanding, is an older formation than the Shrimp Formation up there. There's that little bit of distance there. But what's interesting is you have this white sandstone material down here. Get a little closer to the edge without killing myself. But this white sandstone, and you can see it's running at a tilted angle there. Then the petrified forest, they might be together, is there. But even further down is another dark brown member butted up next to the purple formation of the petrified forest. But all through here, you can see some interesting strata. And then even down there, you know, this valley is like 60 feet or more deep through here. Again, there's my truck over there in North Shore Road. But pretty fascinating stuff. Really fascinating. Here's another angle of the petrified forest member of the Shinley Formation. And again, this white sandstone material. Then you have the purplish. But at the bottom down there, it's another layering dark brownish color. And it comes back down up right here on the side of this gully here. Well, there's that Shurump member sticking out. It's about 100 or 200 feet in front of me to the west. But walking over here, I noticed this gully right here. Let's see if we can align it up. Here it's like 30 feet or more, 40 feet more down there in the gully. But if you look across, again, this is lining up right where the purple petrified forest member is. And then it's all that purple material down there. And then about 4 or 5 feet of this very soft, angular material, the tan colored product. You know, it's if that was the petrified forest member, maybe some of this brown material here is the Shurump, then all of the Jurassic and other periods are missing. Again, I could be completely wrong, but you can see how horizontal it is. It's been deposited within that last 8,000, 10,000, 20,000 years, or 50,000 maybe, whatever. But that top layer is very loose. You can just crumble it. When you get a chunk of it, it will just crush into your hand. It's very loose. But again, this is sort of looking easterly. Gonna pan over to the north. There's another part of this gully that works its way down into here. But anyway, then pan over here about 100 and maybe a couple of 100 feet to the west is that Shurump member. So they kind of line up. So if you just come over here, then you can see this different depositional environment here. Anyway, pretty fascinating stuff, folks. Okay, this is on the east side again. Now let's just walk back to my truck through here.